Going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy J-Narc, aka Crystal World, and today we have the strongest player lineup, and it's not on Ultimate Team, but this is on Franchise. And reason why we're the Steelers is because the first quarterback, or the first position we looked at for the strongest player, happened to be quarterback, and number one was Big Ben, who had 82 strength, and number two was Cam Newton, who had 81. Took me some time making this team. I couldn't really have all the backups like Myles Garrett, George Kittle, those players, because the team didn't have that much cap space. But we do have the strongest players in the NFL in this update, or not this update, but just in this roster. So let's take a look at the team really quick. So at quarterback we have Big Ben. He has 82 strength. Cam Newton's backing him up with 81 strength. Of course, we have Derrick Henry, who has like 87 strength. Josh Jacobs has 86, and then Samaje Perine was up there too. Receivers, the strongest person here is actually DK Metcalf, and second strongest was Mike Evans, then third was Debo, then Julio, then D-Hop. But obviously they moved the lineup around, so this is what it's just gonna look like. And Patrick Ricard has 90 strength. Offensive line, not too much of a surprise, obviously. We have Will Hernandez. Okay, so Netane Moody's the strongest right guard, so we're gonna have to obviously put him in the lineup. Patrick Morris is the strongest center, so he's going to be our guy. And tight end is Lee Smith and Mercedes Lewis. Tyron Smith, Quentin Nelson, Trent Brown, these guys aren't a surprise. Defense, though, this is where it gets real nice. We got Khalil Mack and Bradley Chubb, the strongest outside linebackers. We have Jamal Adams, Malik Hooker, Ibrahim Campbell. Corners, we could only get 3 because of cap, so we were kind of limited. But Sherman's the strongest. Tre'Davious White's actually the second strongest or third strongest, actually, behind Jimmy Smith. So it's pretty interesting how that panned out. So I'm gonna leave the corners like that. But and we also have the strongest kicker with Joey Sly, and the strongest punter and Taylor Newsome. We just got to get rid of Jordan Berry. We're gonna do that real quick. We're gonna release him. Goodbye. So we have Taylor Newsome and Joey Sly as our strongest special teams. So that's pretty nice to see. So we're gonna fix up the depth chart real quick, and then we're gonna start simming through the regular season and see how well we perform. So guys, as you can see here, so we have Big Ben and Cam Newton as the strongest quarterbacks. Running backs, we have Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, and Samaje Perine. Fullback, Patrick Ricard, obviously. Receivers, as you can see, we're gonna fix it around because we got to go with the strongest. I know these guys are the best, but we have to make them the strongest. So we're gonna leave it just like that. We have Julio, D-Hop, Debo playing there, but the strongest guys have to start, of course. And then we're going to start Lee Smith. Left tackle, obviously, is going to be Tyron Smith. Left guard, obviously, is going to be Quentin Nelson. At center is going to be Patrick Morris, of course. At right guard, we have to put Netane Moody, as he is the strongest right guard in the NFL. So Will Hernandez will back him up. Right tackle is Trent Brown, because Marcus Cannon is injured. So J.J. Watt's our left end. Right end is Aaron Donald. D tackle is Matthew Ioannidis and Linval Joseph. Strongest D tackles. Obviously, Khalil Mack left outside. Middle linebackers, Jawan Bentley and Demario Davis. So, and then right outside linebackers, Bradley Chubb, makes sense. Cornerbacks, as you can see, Richard Sherman has to be number 1. Jimmy Smith has to be number 2. And Tre'Davious White will be number 3. Safeties, Ibrahim Campbell has to start over Malik Hooker. And strong safeties, Jamal Adams. That's no debate. Kicker is good with the strength. I remember looking at him in Taylor Newsome. So that's what the team looks like as we switched up the depth chart around. And let's into the regular season first. Our season goal will be making the playoffs, of course. We got Mike Tomlin. He has the strongest players in the NFL. Realistically, would this ever happen? No. But it's cool to see that we were able to do this. So, week 1 against the Giants, we should hopefully, honestly, midseason, we should either be undefeated or have 1 or 2 losses. So, let's into the midseason and see how well we're doing. Here we are. We're 6-1 as expected. I'm surprised we took an L considering we have the strongest players, so it's kind of interesting. We have 88 offense, 93 defense. The Ravens and Steelers are both 6-1, and the Browns and Bengals are 5-3. So that's very interesting to see. Our offense is 13th, and our defense is, let's see, 2nd in the NFL. Big Ben has 14 touchdowns, 3 picks. Even Cam Newton has a TD. Derrick Henry has 7 TDs, 632 rushing yards. Josh Jacobs doing well, backing him up. DK is doing pretty nice. Some kid named Dax Raymond has 6 touchdowns. I gotta see what's going on with the lineup. Khalil Mack has 6 sacks. Aaron Donald has 6.5 sacks. J.J. Watt has 6.5 sacks. Bradley Chubb has 2. Matthew Ioannidis has 2. Our defense, we got a good amount of interceptions. We got to make sure that the depth chart's still looking the same. I hope they didn't change anything. So starting, what happened to our tight ends? What? Okay, so something happened to Lee Smith and Mercedes Lewis. Demario Davis is gone too. We got a lot of injuries apparently. What happened? Unless people got cut. Oh my god, I'd really hate if people got cut. I should have looked at it. Hopefully people didn't get cut. Yo, people got cut. What? So they got rid of Demario Davis? Why? Why would they get rid of Demario Davis? He's like our strongest guy. What happened? These guys just disappeared from our team. Okay. Nonetheless, we're still 6-1. So let's see if we could beat the Cowboys, who are 3-5. We ended up beating the Cowboys, who are 3-5. So now we're 7-1 facing the 5-3 Bengals. We don't have Mercedes Lewis or Lee Smith. I don't know why, but we're 7-1 now. We're facing the 5-3 Bengals, a division rival. We take a dub 41-36. We're facing the 3-6 Jaguars now. We're gonna upgrade our team. Looking pretty good. After that, we're gonna take a look at our stats again as we face the 3-6 Jaguars. We end up taking another dub, 38-16. We're facing the 7-3 Ravens after this. So we're 9-1. Ravens are 7-3. Our offense is 3rd in the NFL, and our defense is 2nd. So our defense is still good. Big Ben, 20 touchdowns, 7 picks. Derrick Henry already has 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns. Pretty solid. Receivers doing pretty good. So Aaron Donald has 10 sacks. J.J. Watt has 9.5. Khalil Mack has 9. Bradley Chubb has 4. Matthew Ioannidis has 3.5. We only have 5 interceptions as a total, but we are getting a lot of pressure, getting a lot of sacks. So we're facing the 7-3 Ravens. Let's see if we take a dub here. We end up beating them 42-21, of course. Facing a 3-8. Oh, we got one new injury. Josh Jacobs broke his collarbone, so 38-20. Now we got the 8-4 Bills. So we might just finish the season off going 15-1. We got another new injury. Our right guard partially towards MCL, so he'll be back hopefully in the playoffs. So that's why we have Will Hernandez. Let's see if Will Hernandez is our new starter now. Yes, he is. So that helps out. It's a good thing we drafted him. Our team is playing pretty nice though, considering that we have that 60 overall center. But facing the 8-4 Bills, we take a W, 28-14. We got another new injury. J.J. Watt has an upper arm fracture, so he'll be gone for 4 weeks. So we should get him back by the time it's divisional. We're facing a 9-4. The Bengals are 9-4. So let's see how we perform against them. Another division rival. We ended up losing. Took an L to the Bengals. That's very surprising. That's our second L of the season. We're still the number one. Oh yeah, we're still the number 1 seed, of course. The Bengals are the 6th. That's very interesting to see. Okay, so we're facing the 5-9 Colts. Should be an easy dub. We took another L. Wow. We took another L. 2 L's in a row, considering that we were just 10-1. See if the playoff picture we're still the number 1 seed. We still are. Number 2 would have to go to the Chiefs. So we have to make sure we beat the Browns. Just so, wow. We have to make sure we beat the Browns. So we ended up beating the Browns, of course. So that's good. We win the division going 13-3. The Ravens went 11-5. The Bengals went 11-5. And the Browns went 10-6. That's crazy. So every team went positive in our division, which is really nice to see, considering that that's a rarity. And if we look at the playoff bracket, we made the playoffs. The Bengals made it and the Ravens made it, but the Browns did not. That's very, very interesting considering how that played out. We have an 89 offense, 95 defense. So let's look at our stats. We are the 4th offense in the NFL, and in defense, we were the 6th. Big Ben threw 31 touchdowns, 11 picks, not too bad. Derrick Henry had 1,600 yards, 17 TDs. Josh Jacobs was fine as a backup. Receivers, no one had over 1,000 yards, but everyone had their fair share of the rock. Our top. Aaron Donald had 17 sacks. Khalil Mack had 16. J.J. Watt had 9.5. Matthew Ioannidis had 6.5. Bradley Chubb had 5. So a lot of sacks for the D. But we have a first round bye. So Josh Jacobs is back from injury. Hopefully J.J. Watt is back as well. We do get J.J. Watt back. We're facing our rival, the Ravens, in the divisional, which should be a piece of cake considering that we beat them before. I think we swept them, so let's beat them real quick. So we won 35-7. So we're in the conference championship now. We beat them 35-7, so that looked like a piece of cake. Surprisingly, the Texans are in the conference championship against us. Let's see who the Texans got first before we before we face them. So Deshaun Watson threw 25 touchdowns, 7 picks. Nothing too crazy for them. They just happened to go all the way from the looks of it. Nothing too crazy. Stephon Tua, who we traded to him, had 10 sacks. Bernard McKinney had 6. Mario Addison had 5. So all around help for the defense. Malcolm Jenkins is on the Texans as well too. So, and then let's see who made it in the NFC. Let's see. I'm actually very interested. The Saints and the Bears. Okay, Saints and Bears. Saints are the #1 seed. I'm gonna see who. I feel like we gave the Saints someone. Let's see who we gave the Saints. They have Drew Brees still. Running back Alvin Kamara. Receivers still the same roughly. Defense, I just want to see if I accidentally gave them someone. We didn't. Trey Henderson and Cam Jordan both doing their thing, so they're gonna be a pretty good team to face as well. So, Conference Championship, we got our right guard back as well, so that's pretty nice. So we have everyone back that we needed, our key pieces, and we're going into the Conference Championship with a high overall team. A great defense. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's sturdy. So let's see if we could get the job done and go to the Super Bowl. Give Big Ben one last hoorah as we face the 8-8 Texans. And we ended up losing. Wow. So we ended up losing to the Texans 24-31. And the Bears end up beating the Saints 21-18. So we ended up losing that. That's actually very surprising. Big Ben didn't make the AFC Pro Bowl. Derrick Henry did. Patrick Ricard did. Receivers, none of our guys did. Tight ends, none of our guys did. As George Kittle's in the AFC now. Offensive line did, of course. Our left tackle, left guard, and right tackle. J.J. Watt, Aaron Donald made it. Myles Garrett went somewhere too. Khalil Mack made it. Corners, no one. Safeties, no one. But our punter made it too. So we didn't make the Super Bowl. So that's crazy considering how good of a season we had. But we ended up getting our hearts broken by the Texans. And so I want to see how that game went, honestly. First and foremost, let's see how we thrashed the Ravens 35-7. My fault. Sorry, guys. Big Ben threw 4 touchdowns and only got sacked once. Lamar Jackson threw 1 touchdown, got picked off once. He got sacked 5 times, so he was unstoppable. Aaron Donald had 2.5 sacks. Bradley Chubb had 1 sack. Khalil Mack had a sack. J.J. Watt had half a sack. And then Trevor Williams picked him off. So we obliterated them that game. But against the Texans, Deshaun Watson threw 4 touchdowns, only got sacked twice. Big Ben threw 2 touchdowns, so got sacked 4 times. So Derrick Henry got shut down. He only had 6 carries for 36 yards. That's a shock. Why would Derrick Henry have no carries? DK and D-Hop both 8, of course. Our defense, Wendy Merciless, Khalil Mack and Bradley Chubb both got sacks, but Texans just did a better job. I guess it was better coaching. And then we ended up not making it. That's crazy. But the Super Bowl is Texans Bears, and let's see who wins it. Winners are the Texans. The Texans end up winning. Bernard McKinney wins Super Bowl MVP. Mike Tomlin wins Coach of the Year. Well, that's the only accolade we get for the Steelers. And surprisingly so, the strongest team did not win a Super Bowl. There you have it. We went all the way to the Conference Championship, but ended up losing. But we were the #1 seed in the NFL. So that's very interesting. But hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down below what other teams you want to see me build, make. Just let me know in the comments, and I'll surely try to get on it. And hope you guys enjoyed watching. Catch you guys in the next one. And remember, you gotta be a fiend to succeed. Peace.